Good morning, students. Welcome back to my class, English for grade 12, senior high school. This morning, we are going to continue to discuss our exercise on listening comprehensions, and the topic is short conversation, identifying time. Still with me, Coach Ahmad Irwadi from SMA Yayasan Pupuk Kaltim Bontang, Kalimantan Timur. Let's listen again. The 10 short conversations followed by question and answer.
Part 3. Conversations. Strategy practice. When, how long, how often. Directions. Listen to the conversations on the audio and then answer the following questions. Remember to use the language strategies described on page 67. Question 1 refers to the following conversation.
Our offices are cleaned on Monday and Wednesday.
Do you think they should be cleaned on Friday too?
I think twice a week is enough.
2 times is hardly enough.
Number 1. How often are the offices cleaned? Question 2 refers to the following conversation.
Is the coffee machine working yet?
Yes, it took all morning to fix it.
I'm sure it will be broken again before too long.
Well, enjoy your coffee while you can.
Number 2. How long did it take to fix the coffee machine? Question 3 refers to the following conversation.
We need a new copy machine. It takes 1 minute just to copy 8 pages.
That's really slow. That's less than 500 pages an hour.
We'll never get it finished at this rate.
Number 3. How long does it take to make 8 copies? Question 4 refers to the following conversation.
Every time I call this number, I get a busy signal.
How often have you tried?
Every hour. I'll try one more time.
Number 4. How often has the man tried to call? Question 5 refers to the following conversation.
When does the mail come?
It usually comes just before noon, but sometimes earlier.
Good. I hope it's early today.
Expecting something important?
Number 5. When does the mail come? Question 6 refers to the following conversation.
Your check was put in the mail yesterday, Mr. Brennan.
Yesterday? That means it will arrive next week.
If it doesn't arrive by Friday, give me a call.
You bet I will.
Number 6. When was the check sent? Question 7 refers to the following conversation.
Mr. Chu joined the company in August.
Didn't Ms. Wallace join in August too?
Yes, but Mr. Chu joined the year before.
How time flies.
Number 7. When did Ms. Wallace join the company? Question 8 refers to the following conversation.
Are we going at 5 or 6 o'clock?
We're going at 6. The show starts at 7.
Good. I don't want to be late.
I know you'd rather wait for an hour than be late by 5 minutes.
Number 8. When are the speakers going? Question 9 refers to the following conversation.
I visited my aunt in the hospital last night.
How long has she been sick?
She's been sick a long time, but she just went to the hospital last week.
That's a long time to be in the hospital. I hope she gets well soon.
Number 9. When did the woman visit her aunt? Question 10 refers to the following conversation.
I took Ms. Ono to the airport yesterday. We almost missed the plane. We got there with only a half hour to spare.
I hear she'll be gone for 3 weeks.
No, only for 2.
Number 10. How long will Ms. Ono be away?
Let's start question number 1 for conversation 1. How often are the offices cleaned? A. 2 times a week. B. 3 times a week. C. Once a day. D. Twice a day. To check your answer, let's read and see the script of conversation 1. This is the script of conversation 1. The woman says, "Our offices are cleaned on Monday and Wednesday." The man replies, "Do you think they should be cleaned on Friday too?" The woman answers, "I think twice a week is enough." The man says, 2 times is hardly enough. The question is, how often are the offices cleaned? To answer these questions, let's pay attention to what the woman says. I think twice a week is enough. From this information, we are very positive that the offices are cleaned 2 times a week. Question number 2 for conversation 2. How long did it take to fix the coffee machine? A. All day. B. 2 hours. C. All morning. D. 4 hours. To check the answer, let's read and see the script of conversation 2. This is the script of conversation 2. The woman says, "Is the coffee machine working yet?" The man answers, "Yes, it took all morning to fix it." The woman says, "I am sure it will be broken again before too long." The man says, "Well, enjoy your coffee while you can." The question is, how long did it take to fix the coffee machine? To answer this question, let's see what the man says. The man says, "Yes, it took all morning to fix it." It means it took all morning to fix the coffee machine. Question number 3 for conversation 3. How long does it take to make 8 copies? A. 1 minute. B. 5 minutes. C. 8 minutes. D. 1 hour. To check the answer, let's see and read the script of conversation 3. This is the script of conversation 3. The man says, "We need a new copy machine. It takes 1 minute just to copy 8 pages. The woman replies, "That's really slow. That's less than 500 pages an hour." The man says, "We'll never get it finished at this rate." The question is, how long does it take to make 8 copies? To answer these questions, let's see what the man says at the beginning of this conversation. He says, "We need a new copy machine. It takes 1 minute just to copy 8 pages. It means takes 1 minute to make 8 copies. Question number 4 for conversation 4. How often has the man tried to call? A. Once. B. One more time. C. Every 5 minutes. D. Every hour. To check the answer, let's read and see the script of conversation 4. This is the script of conversation 4. The man says, "Every time I call this number, I get a busy signal." The woman replies, "How often have you tried?" The man answers, "Every hour. I will try one more time." The question is, how often has the man tried to call? To answer these questions, let's see what has the man said at the end of the conversation. He says, every hour. It means the man has tried to call every hour. Question number 5 for conversation 5. When does the mail come? A. In the morning. B. At noon. C. In the afternoon. D. In the evening. To check the answer, let's see and read the script of conversation 5. This is the script of conversation 5. The woman asks, "When does the mail come?" The man answers, "It usually comes just before noon, but sometimes earlier." The woman says, "Good. I hope it's early today." The man says, "Expecting something important?" The question is, when does the mail come? To answer these questions, let's see again what the man says. The man says, "It usually comes just before noon, but sometimes earlier." Just before noon. Just before noon, it means the mail comes in the morning. Question number 6 for conversation 6. When was the check sent? A. Last week. B. Yesterday. C. Today. D. On Friday. To check the answer, let's see and read the script of conversation 6. This is the script of conversation 6. The woman says, "Your check was put in the mail yesterday, Mr. Brennan." The man replies, "Yesterday? That means it will arrive next week." The woman says, "If it doesn't arrive by Friday, give me a call." The man says, "You bet I will." The question is, when was the check sent? To answer these questions, let's see what the woman says at the beginning of this conversation. She says, "Your check was put in the mail yesterday, Mr. Brennan." Put in the mail, it means sent. So, it's very obvious that the check was sent yesterday. Question number 7 for conversation 7. When did Miss Wallace join the company? A. The same year as Mr. Chu. B. A month before Mr. Chu. C. A year after Mr. Chu. D. A month after Mr. Chu. To check the answer, let's read and see the script of conversation 7. This is the script of conversation 7. The woman says, "Mr. Chu joined the company in August." The man says, "Didn't Miss Wallace join in August too?" The woman says, "Yes, but Mr. Chu joined the year before." The man says, "How time flies." The question is, when did Miss Wallace join the company? To check the answer, let's see what the woman says. The woman says, yes, but Mr. Chu joined the year before. They joined the company in the same month, in August, but Mr. Chu joined the year before. It means Miss Wallace joined the company a year after Mr. Chu. Question number 8 for conversation 8. When are the speakers going? A. 5 o'clock. B. 6 o'clock. C. 7 o'clock. D. 8 o'clock. To check the answer, let's see and read the script of conversation 8. This is the script of conversation 8. The man says, are we going at 5 or 6 o'clock? The woman replies, we are going at 6. The show starts at 7. The man says, good, I don't want to be late. The woman says, I know you'd rather wait for an hour than be late by 5 minutes. The question is, when are the speakers going? To answer the question, let's see what the woman says. The woman says, we are going at 6. It means the speakers are going at 6 o'clock. Question number 9 for conversation 9. When did the woman visit her aunt? A. A long time ago. B. Last week. C. Last night. D. This morning. To check the answer, let's see and read the script of conversation 9. This is the script of conversation 9. The woman says, I visited my aunt in the hospital last night. The man says, how long has she been sick? The woman replies, she's been sick a long time, but she just went to the hospital last week. The man says, that's a long time to be in the hospital. I hope she gets well soon. The question is, when did the woman visit her aunt? To answer the question, let's see what the woman says at the beginning of the conversation. She says, I visited my aunt in the hospital last night. It means she, the woman, visited her aunt last night. Question number 10 for conversation 10. How long will Miss Ono be away? A. 1 week. B. 2 weeks. C. 3 weeks. D. 4 weeks. To check the answer, let's see the script of conversation 10. This is the script of conversation 10. The man says, I took Miss Ono to the airport yesterday. We almost missed the plane. We got there with only a half hour to spare. The woman says, I hear she'll be gone for 3 weeks. The man replies, no, only for 2. The question is, how long will Miss Ono be away? To answer these questions, let's see what the man says at the end of the conversation. The man says, no, it's only for 2. For 2 it means for 2 weeks. So, Miss Ono will be away for 2 weeks. Well, students, that is the end of our discussion today. Thanks very much for joining my class. I would like to say very good luck and see you on the next exercise.